You have the look of a man who accepts what he sees because he is expecting to wake up. Ironically, this is not far from the truth. Do you believe in fate, Neil?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't like the idea that I'm not in control of my life.
I know exactly what you mean.
You be feeling like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me tell you why.
I mean, I think after the
You're here because
movie
you know something.
actually came out,
Well, you
a
know
lot
you
of
can't
people
explain
had that feeling like,
but you feel
even still like, wow, yeah,
You felt
we
that
can
you were
relate to
tired.
that, because you do feel
There's
as
something
if
wrong with
you
you.
are a
You
part
know
of
what
something
you-
greater, but you have no idea of what it
Let's
is
let
or
you
how
know.
it is.
You remember going to
can't
see
see
that
it.
too?
We went to see
Yeah.
it.
It is this feeling that has brought you to me.
That was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I can remember the drive home looking at the sky like, wow, what if it's something else?
Do you want to know?
Well, then when you
What
find out there
it
is a
is?
system of control,
Yeah.
The Matrix is
It ain't no
everywhere.
Hollywood though.
It
It's
is all
all
around
political.
Even now, in this
Financial
very world,
banking, government
you
banking,
can
world
see it when you
banking.
look out your window.
exactly.
Or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work. When you go to church.
And just like how you learn in anthropology, all the components of the system
It is the
are
world
greater
that has
than
been pulled over your
all the
eyes to
values
keep you.
added up, or greater than the sum of the value,
What
the
truth
sum of the values. So when all of those systems of control come together against
that
you,
you are a slave.
you're just overwhelmed, you're overtaken. And unless people really start to pay attention to what it is that they're saying and what it is that they're doing, we're gonna continue to be in a bad situation.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no one can be.
I know most of our friends, I don't know if they take it seriously or what.
You have to
You
see
holding
it first.
on to something that you don't know about, that you don't fully understand. When the stuff that's going on right in front of your eyes,
This is your last chance.
what's that? You can't
After
see
this,
me.
there is no
You
chance.
can't
Yeah.
see it.
Right. It's like they, and then just like John Cena from wrestling, it's like they really are standing over you because they perpetuate and showing you so much stuff, and it's irony, it's ironic, it's right there in your face kind of stuff, and they are like in front of you and you can see it. But
Remember how we
people
saw like the
don't pay
hidden message
attention.
last night on that TNA wrestling?
Yeah, the screen flash of who is suicide in the middle of the
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's up with that?
hidden messages in
Hidden
the video.
messages in the TV.
You talk
That's
about
why we
changing
going digital.
from exactly.
That's why we going digital. And then that also takes away the public broadcast system too.
And think about it. Even blaming these presidents, like on here, he has George Bush. Who cares? And focusing on what this man is doing. He's only pushing the same agenda of
Hallelujah.
every other president that has come before him, just about. And the ones who weren't pushing that agenda, who slipped through the cracks, were assassinated. So why are we beating up on Bush so bad when it's not him? He doesn't have a say so.
He is
Was
a
it really
puppet.
so hard to
He
believe?
is a puppet, and people really
One of
need to
these
realize that it is way bigger than that. And we'll get into that when we look at another video.
Ring of power.
Ring of power.
Bloodline of power.
Exactly. And we'll see how this not only goes way past Bush, but over into what the Queen of England, right? Queen Elizabeth, or all hail to the Queen, all hail to the Gnaw, is what I say.
We are grown.
He is owned.
I mean, when you realize that.
Open up your eyes.
For the longest time.
They keep on, look, we just moved from Detroit out here to the West Coast, out of Phoenix now.
What is the
And then
Matrix?
I've noticed out here there's a whole lot of cameras. I mean, cameras everywhere.
Is it true?
Now they worry so
we
much
were
about
noticing
border
them putting them
patrol.
up in Michigan along the highways. That GPS stuff, those
Yeah.
cameras see everything still.
They want to record everything.
Mm-hmm.
Now you imagine you go from what, gas station, you get recorded. 7-Eleven, you get recorded. Go to the mall, you get recorded. The whole time you driving, you get recorded.
But I can only show
It's
you.
a replica. It's a replica of the system that they have over there in England, where Big Brother program watches you. You are literally reported 300 times by the time you leave your house and come home. You have been videotaped 300 times. You have GPS in your car.
You have to let it all
You
go.
have
GPS in your phone.
RFID chips. Exactly, in your phone, you have GPS. You have RFID chips in everything that you buy, especially from all these major distributors like Walmart.
Y'all need to learn about Walmart.
Walmart, especially, everything that you buy has a microchip in it. So you are a literal homing device. They can tag you just like how they do with the cows and the animals and things like that to keep up with you. They can tag you and record everything that you do.
They control the media.
Own the media.
ABC, NBC, CBS.
I mean, they own the world that we live in. It's what it comes down to when you break it down all the way down.
You might think one channel's better than the other and tell them more right than they both on a scale to feed you a certain amount of bullshit depending on which one you want to believe. This is the internet is the last resort to the underground radio, the underground movement.
And that's why I think that sister's concept of putting it together with Neo and the internet and the underground world, because that's how people are able to. And look where Zion was. Zion was underground. It was in the underground world. That was how people would come together and actually fight to be free. Fight against the system. That system of control.